Our story begins with a swirling nebula of gas and dust, the chaotic birthplace of our solar system. 4.5 billion years ago, this was a cosmic construction site, violent, unpredictable, and teeming with potential. Tiny grains of dust and ice pulled by gravity began to collide and stick together. Over time, these grains grew into pebbles, then rocks, then boulders the size of mountains. The young sun, blazing at the center, blasted the inner regions with intense radiation, sweeping away lighter gases and leaving behind rocky materials. This is why the inner planets, including Earth, are dense and terrestrial, while the outer planets became gas giants. The early solar system was crowded with protoplanets, planetary embryos jostling for position. Collisions were inevitable, driving the growth of larger bodies at the expense of smaller ones. Each impact was both destructive and creative, adding mass and shaping the destinies of future worlds. Amidst this chaos, our own world began to form, a growing sphere of rock and metal, clearing its path of debris. But this proto-Earth was still unrecognizable, a molten, scarred body enduring relentless bombardment. Its journey was just beginning. The most significant event in its history, a collision that would change everything, was looming. This impact would not only add to Earth's mass, but would fundamentally alter its nature. It would give Earth a constant companion in the night sky. The stage was set for a planetary drama of epic proportions. From dust and chaos, the seeds of our world were sown. The solar system's violent youth was about to give birth to something extraordinary. The next chapter would define the Earth and the Moon. The countdown to catastrophe had begun. In this cosmic arena, proto-Earth grew relentlessly, one collision at a time. Each impact melted rock, keeping the planet in a semi-molten state. Heavier elements like iron and nickel sank to form a dense core, while lighter materials formed the mantle and crust. This differentiation established the planet's basic structure and generated a magnetic field, a shield for the future atmosphere. Asteroids and comets bombarded the surface, gouging craters and splashing molten rock. The sky was a choking haze of dust and vaporized rock. Over tens of millions of years, proto-Earth became a gravitational heavyweight, carving out a stable orbit. It was now about 90% of its final size, but its orbit was not entirely its own. Another world born from the same cloud was destined to cross paths with Earth. This period of violent growth mixed the planet's ingredients, distributing elements vital for life. The immense heat sterilized the surface but drove geological processes that would shape the world for billions of years. Proto-Earth was ready for the next chapter, not countless small impacts but one giant collision. The gathering storm was about to break. The stage was set for a world-altering event. Elsewhere in the inner solar system, another world had formed, Theia, a protoplanet about the size of Mars. Theia, a sibling to Proto-Earth, shared a similar origin and composition. For millions of years, Theia may have occupied a stable point in Earth's orbit, but gravitational nudges from other planets destabilized it. Its orbit elongated, slowly drifting toward a collision course with Earth. From Proto-Earth's surface, Theia would have appeared as a growing, ominous disk in the sky. No life witnessed this spectacle, only gravity pulling two worlds together. As they neared, their immense gravity distorted each other, raising colossal tides of molten rock. The impending impact was a world-merging event, unleashing energy beyond comprehension. This was not just a collision. It would liquefy both planets and remake Earth itself. Theia was about to deliver a blow that would shatter our young world and create the Earth-Moon system. The cataclysm was moments away, the fate of both worlds hung in the balance. Theia struck Proto-Earth at a glancing angle, a cosmic sideswipe of unimaginable power. The impact vaporized rock, blasted away a vast portion of Earth's mantle, and obliterated Theia. For a brief moment, the two worlds merged into a single incandescent object, spinning wildly. Theia's iron core plunged into Earth's mantle, merging with its core and strengthening Earth's magnetic field. The collision fundamentally altered Earth's composition and internal structure. Above, a colossal plume of debris, vaporized rock from both worlds, was blasted into orbit. forming a glowing ring. Earth became a spinning ball of liquid fire, surrounded by a halo of its own substance. The planet was now larger, spinning faster, and covered by a global ocean of magma. The Great Impact had reset planetary evolution, destroying the first Earth but creating a new, superheated world. The raw materials for Earth's eternal companion were now in orbit. From destruction, a new world and a new moon would emerge. In the aftermath of the impact, Earth was encircled by a brilliant, glowing ring of debris. This ring, born from the vaporized mantles of two worlds, was hot and dense, a temporary halo of fire. Gravity began to sculpt this chaos as particles collided and clumped together. Runaway accretion took over. Larger clumps grew faster, sweeping up material and clearing a path through the debris. Soon, one dominant body emerged, a growing sphere of molten rock that would become our moon. The newborn moon was a ball of fire orbiting incredibly close to Earth, 20 times closer than today. Its gravitational pull raised colossal tides in Earth's magma ocean, a violent sloshing of liquid rock. Earth and moon were locked in a powerful gravitational embrace, shaping each other's futures. Over time, the moon cooled and solidified, its composition revealing its origin, made of lighter silicate rock, lacking in iron. This chemical signature is strong evidence for the giant impact theory. The moon is, in a real sense, a child of Earth, born from the most violent event in our planet's history. The ring of fire vanished, its substance consolidated into a single magnificent companion. The Earth-Moon system was forged in fire and chaos. A new era was about to begin. The world was forever changed. With the moon formed and orbiting close by, Earth remained a world of torment, the Hadean Eon. The planet was covered by a global ocean of magma, glowing with searing heat. The sky was a thick, oppressive haze of vaporized rock and hot gases. This primordial atmosphere trapped heat, preventing rapid cooling. The enormous fiery moon loomed in the sky, raising towering tides in the magma ocean. The surface was in constant motion, churned by convection currents and the moon's gravity. The solar system was still full of debris. Impacts from asteroids and comets continued to pummel the planet. Yet even in this inferno, the elements needed for life were present, delivered by comets and asteroids mixed within the planet. Water vapor in the atmosphere promised future oceans. Carbon dioxide and nitrogen would one day form the air we breathe. The Hadean Earth was a crucible, preparing the ground for a more hospitable world. The seeds of the future were sown in fire. The planet was slowly, painstakingly transforming. A new world was waiting to emerge from the chaos. Even the most intense fire must cool. Earth radiated its heat into space and the magma ocean slowly began to solidify. Minerals with high melting points crystallized first, forming the earliest solid ground, dark floating rafts on the lava sea. These initial crust fragments were fragile, quickly broken and recycled by the churning magma below. Over time, the crust grew thicker and more stable, forming the first microcontinents of the dark basaltic rock. This was the birth of Earth's lithosphere, a protective shell encasing its molten heart. As the surface cooled, the silicate vapor in the sky condensed and fell as a strange searing rain of liquid rock. The atmosphere began to clear, becoming less of a choking fog. Earth was transforming from a molten body into a true rocky planet. The cooling surface set the stage for the next transformation. The world was ready for a new kind of dynamism. The age of solid ground had begun. The formation of a solid crust marked the beginning of a new process, plate tectonics. Earth's shell was cracked into plates driven by powerful convection currents in the mantle. Early plate movements were chaotic and rapid, with plates colliding, scraping, and pulling apart. Subduction recycled surface rock and released essential gases into the atmosphere. Collisions created the first continents, as lighter minerals formed buoyant granitic rock. These ancient cratons became the stable hearts of today's continents. Volcanic activity released water vapor and gases, building up the atmosphere. The creation of continents and ocean basins shaped the planet's topography. Earth became a living, breathing geological system. Its cracked shell was in constant motion, building mountains and opening oceans. The stage was set for liquid water and, eventually, life. The planet's transformation was nearly complete. As Earth's crust solidified and tectonics began, its relationship with the moon evolved. The moon, once close, slowly spiraled away due to tidal friction, lengthening Earth's day. This cosmic dance stabilized Earth's climate and locked the moon's rotation. The planet became more tranquil. Bombardment waned, the magma ocean sealed beneath rock. With cooling, water vapor condensed, and the first rains began to fall. These rains filled basins, creating the first oceans. The fiery world was replaced by a planet of rock and water. Earth and moon settled into a harmonious rhythm, orbiting their star together. The stage was set for the next chapter, the emergence of life. From chaos and catastrophe, a blue planet was born. The Earth's dramatic story had only just begun. The world was ready for life's first spark.